No, it won't be easy asking for that first date.
Hello, Stoney fam. Welcome to 2024 and another episode of the podcast. It's been quite a bit since I've come back on and talked with you guys. I've been taking some time off for myself and putting some focus into other areas of where I felt like I belonged and wanted to be expressing myself. And I felt like for a while I couldn't express myself on here anymore. I felt like my privacy had been kind of taken from me for a bit. And I'm kind of now bouncing back into reality and feeling much better about myself and the conditions of my life right now. So I really am excited for what's to come soon. I really want to put more focus as well into making more videos, specifically YouTube videos. I've been making a lot of shorts and using like my Instagram reels and stuff like that, but I'd rather like make longer videos and kind of also do content aside from just cannabis content, because I've been doing that for several many years now, and it's something I do still enjoy and love, and I'll always probably still do. But I also feel like there's other things that I do enjoy as well, and I'm not putting any time into those, and I want to express myself in those areas too. Like drawing, for example, I have not picked up a pen and paper in quite some time now, and I used to really love enjoying the freedom of expression with art, and that's one form that I really love doing. I have been doing graphic designing and other forms of art, but that just to me is another form that I find really relaxing, and like kind of recently been working on a cannabis collage board that was a collaboration between me and my closest friend right now. We've been working on that together, and I thought that was a really fun idea. I've had that idea for quite some time now, and she did as well. Like when we talked about it, she had some stuff that she was saving too, so it was perfect that we were able to work on it together. We got a board together, and then honestly what we used is majority of just packaging, like stuff that we bought from different dispensaries, and cut it up and just use some Mod Podge and whatever tape, whatever glue we wanted to use, and put it on there. And it's coming along really cool. And I love looking at it, and just also remembering that like, it's not even just like, it's not stuff that we bought and just put on there. Like it's stuff that, I mean, it is stuff we bought and put on there, but it's not like we made it this way too. So it's really cool to have had that come together, and it's almost done and complete. But yeah, if you have any like packaging lying around that you think is really cool and you just like don't want to throw it away, I suggest making like some type of collage with it or some type of art with it, because like if you're just going to trash it, or, you know, if you're not going to do any of that, I would just recommend recycling it if you can. But I feel like just trashing it is a waste. There's so many cool things that goes into the packaging that they have, like the designs, the art, whatever. And just throwing it away just seems like a waste to me. So I'm glad that we were able to find a resource. I cannot speak. Sorry, guys. The bong has got me feeling extra litty today. Just finding resourceful ways to reuse things. I really enjoy that. And years ago, I used to use to make candles. That was fun for a while too. And if you have like any weed jars, like any glass ones that you could do that with, you could also do that. I have some that I've been saving to do that, and I've just have not gotten around to it. So one step at a time, one project at a time is what I have to tell myself, because I'm constantly picking and choosing different things to put my energy into. And I'm slowly finding that I want to put less of my energy out there into like millions of things at once, and kind of just focus a lot of energy into specific things that I like and enjoy. Even though there are a vast majority of things I like and I really want to enjoy, I particularly want to put my focus into different areas. So what I want to talk about really, really super quick is I also had kind of like a full circle moment happen this month too. A while back, maybe like I want to say like almost 3 years ago, I had this amazing bong. It was really, really beautiful. I loved it. It was a Beaker Bong by Blown Glass, and it was green. I named her Gurr. I had accidentally broke it the day before my birthday, and I was devastated. And I had ended up getting a new bong the next day on my birthday, and I still have that bong. That's my cheetah one of my favorites, like the one I use all the time. And quite recently, a couple weeks ago, I got reached out to by that company, Blown, and they had sent me a really beautiful piece that I definitely love. It's one of my new favorites as well, and it just felt like really cool to know that a company that I loved and enjoyed prior and really, really loved that piece. And yes, I didn't get that exact one back, but I did get something from them, and it just felt like a really cool experience, but also reminded me like, wow, you know, like I remember when I was not working with any companies at that point. So it's just really cool to have that experience and also have another piece to add to my collection that I really love. So shout out to them. I really enjoy their glass. Really, really good quality glass. The only reason I broke my other piece that I was talking about was me being a dummy, and I had smacked it into a metal like railing by accident. So, I mean, that will break any piece. It don't matter how thick the glass is, that railing would break any of it. So, if not for that, I think it would have still kicked it. It was a really, really, really thick glass, and I loved the way it smoked. But I really enjoyed this one too. So, and next time I will smoke with you guys on the sesh, but I kind of seshed before I hopped in, and I'm a little bit too lazy to get up and move the dog. He's laying on my lap right now, and number one rule with the pets, you can't make them get up. If they're laying on you, you're stuck. You can't get up. So that's where we're at right now. And so before we end this podcast, I want to talk about some terps. It is Tuesday, and we're going to be talking about some terps. A quick refresher, you know, I mean, I've definitely divulged into all of these terps before, but why not talk about them again and again and again, you know? I really enjoy terpenes, and I think that they're very important to talk about. So, starting off, we're going to go with linalool, which is commonly found in lavender, and it's known to be very relaxing, and is also an anti-inflammatory. It's probably one of the most known terpenes. I feel like a lot of people, when we talk about terpenes, they mention that one, or like myrcene, stuff like that. Like, they'll definitely know what that is. And if they don't know of it as a terpene, they've probably seen it before, like in any product that they've had that has lavender in it, or, you know, whatever product that they're looking at. Probably most likely in cannabis too. And like I was just talking about myrcene, it is also commonly found in like mangoes and bay leaves, parsley, guava, thyme. And it's an antioxidant booster, and it is an I cannot pronounce this word. Carcinogic? I cannot pronounce things sometimes, my bad guys. And it can help relieve pain and anxiety and stuff like that, and improve your mood and your sleep. So it'll help you sleep, and it can help enhance your mood, make you feel happy. So it's definitely one of my favorite terps as well. Then you also got pinene, which is also found in pine, cloves, and eucalyptic trees, juniper, sage, rosemary. It's very much like a planty, herby essence, like, you know, when you smell something like that. Like, that's what that reminds me of. When I think of pine, it just reminds me of, like, you know, Christmas. I don't know what else, you know, it just reminds me of, like, cozy and warm, and that's what that reminds me of. Pinene is also an anti-inflammatory, and it's antiseptic, and it is a decongestant, so it can help if you're congested. And it is a neurological support, so it can help with like neurological diseases or disorders, and it's just another beneficial terpene. I mean, all of these have their own benefits, and I find that when mixed together too, it can help with different things combined, especially. And that's one of my favorite things about cannabis, is kind of like it definitely reminds me of like an orchestra, one thing working with another. It just can't sound the same sometimes without that one thing added or taken away. And then this one's a common one that I like to stay away from, because I'm usually trying to gain weight. But if you're trying to do the opposite, humanoline is a good terpene for you. And it has the factors of helping you lose weight or really not get the munchies. That's kind of like the main factor of it. I don't know about like making you lose weight exactly, but it kind of can if you're not really eating as much from it. But anyway, it's usually found in ginger, ginseng, and it's like in ales. So it's kind of like a hoppy type of terp. It is also antibacterial. It helps aid with tobacco craving. So if you're trying to quit the nicotine, I think that would be a great strain. So terpene, I'm sorry. So I guess it wouldn't be too bad for me to have, because I am trying to quit my nicotine addiction and my vaping. But too much of it is like an appetite suppressant. So kind of like hard to find strains too that are dominant with humanoline in it. I haven't seen too many, but there are a lot of strains that do have humanoline in it. It's just hard to find them that are dominant with that strain. And then limonene, a super common one as well. This one's found in citrus fruit rinds. It can be found in like lemons, oranges, cleaning products, stuff like that. And it's very like a lemony terpene, pretty much. It says it right in the name. That's what I really remember it from. And it's a mood booster. It helps with pain and stress relieving. It's anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, anti-cancer, anti-anxiety, antifungal, antibacterial, and it can help relieve heartburn. The heartburn one I kind of forget about sometimes, so that's really cool and interesting to think about. So that's like really does help with that. And it helps stimulate focus, and it's energizing and uplifting. So it's usually probably, I found that terp's usually in more like energizing strains, like more like sativa leaning, but it can be found in others too. And then there's ocimene. I usually forget about this one. This one is usually found in like tropical fruits, can also be found in mangoes, hops, orchards and lavender as well. So it can be found in some of the same, it's kind of like a combination to me, how I think of it is like a combination of almost all the other terps. It's found in a lot of the other same things. And it's also a anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antifungal, and it can be like an anti-pest. So it can keep pests away. Pretty interesting. Helps stimulate your focus, energizing and uplifting. Very similar to the last strain that we were just talking. I'm sorry, I keep saying strain and terp and getting them mixed up. The last terpene that we were just talking about, which is limonene. So for the last one that I really, really love, this is terpenylene. It's usually found in like apples, nutmeg, lilacs, cumin. It is an antioxidant, antibacterial, antimicrobial, and it can be more of like a sedative, relaxing, also antifungal, and reduces heart disease. So this one's a very beneficial terp as well. It's very relaxing, sedating, stimulating, and when isolated and combined with THC, it's very like different of a effect. So it can be either very stimulating and sedating, or it can be very like uplifting and keep you kind of awake in a way. And I like that. It's kind of like a different mix. So I really do find that knowing about terpenes is very important. And the way that I had set up that list is kind of from the more sleepy to like relaxing, uplifting, and then like the energetic. So I would say that myrcene and linalool, pinene, caryophyllene, those are all very like relaxing. And then you get towards like with humulene, limonene, ocimene, and then terpenylene, the rest of those are kind of getting more on the uplifting and energizing side. Though terpenylene, like we just read, it can be kind of more sedating too. When combined with different cannabinoids and stuff. So it's pretty freaking cool. I love science, and especially cannabis science. And I do want to refresh my brain on some more cannabis knowledge and facts, and kind of revise myself on some of the regulations right now too, because I've been quite behind since I've stopped bud tending for a while. Though I do have several years of experience, I have taken some time off, especially since the dog has been sick and a lot of stuff going on in my life. I've needed to take some time and be home more. So bud tending full time was really not something that I could do at this moment. But I do really enjoy still talking about it and being able to help people just like I was prior. So that's kind of where I want to leave this off at. I want to end the podcast, and I promise next time I won't be so stumbly and stoned. I mean, at least the first part, I probably will be stoned. I will be getting stoned with you guys next time. That I will promise. But on that note, I hope you all are having an amazing Token Tuesday. Don't forget to talk about some terps today, and just think about for yourself like what your favorite terps are. And then maybe when you're going to pick out strains later on today, this week, whatever, you can look at the strains and look at the terps that are in it and see, hey, I might like this one more than the next one. And I feel like it does help to know what you're looking for and what benefits you're trying to get out of that. So anyway, guys, cheers. And again, happy Tuesday.